So, friends, yesterday we discussed while talking about the story of the US Navy captain Gerald Coffey that once you discover a purpose in your life, once you get a compelling cause in your life, you become fearless, you become unstoppable, you become a person on a mission. And then, no matter what kind of obstacles come on your path, you refuse to stop. So, in the same prison in which the Navy captain had seen one of his friends committing suicide, he had developed a very strong purpose to be united with his family. He had developed a purpose to be back to his loving country, and he also had developed a purpose to stay alive and to inspire other people through his story. So, friends, that is the power of purpose. But the funny thing here is that unless you discover the purpose in your life, you won't even know, you won't even get any idea as what is the power of purpose, what are the changes which a person experiences in life once a person becomes a person with purpose in life. The captain Gerald Coffey had discovered his purpose in life. He also had developed the mindset of a victor, and this started making him do things which typically are pretty rare to be seen, especially with a person who is imprisoned, and that also in a place which is infamous, in a pretty dangerous place for anybody to get in. So, as we discussed in the part 1 of this video, the first thing which the captain decided to do was to keep his health in the right condition, and that's the reason he has started walking inside the small 6 feet into 3 feet cell despite the size of the cell being too small. Now, friends, we need to appreciate one point here that if you want to succeed and survive and excel in life, you need to appreciate one point very clearly. There are no excuses in life. You should be seen as a person with zero excuse. I still see many people, I talk to many people and I see people coming back to me and telling me that, Arun sir, it's good that you're telling us to do exercise in the morning, but somehow we are not able to take out time from our busy schedule. Just imagine, friends, if Captain Gerald Coffey can take out time to walk every single day, do exercise while being in this one of the most dangerous places on this planet Earth. If anybody tells me that he or she is not able to get time to do exercise, I'll say sorry. It only means that you are not a person with zero excuse. And this is one habit which is not going to help you at all. You need to be a person with absolutely no degree of excuse, and you need to take full accountability for your health. So, this is just one example, and this is the first lesson which we are getting from the story of Gerald Coffey. Now, next thing which the captain did was to create a company of people who were supposed to inspire each other to stay alive. And that's the reason he first got a list of all the prisoners. He could get a feel that the prison had 600 prisoners, and most of them had expertise in one field or the other. For example, there were prisoners who were expert in petroleum science, somebody was expert in aviation, somebody was great at reading books, and somebody had been a teacher and professor, and somebody had been in an organization. So he started making a list of prisoners in that place and started learning from them with each passing day. He had developed the mindset of a learner. Coming back to today's times, it really pains me to see that many people have stopped learning ever since they graduated from their colleges and schools. And this is one thing which will kill a person's ability and potential to grow in life. You need to learn something new with each passing day. That's the second message we are getting from the life story of Captain Coffee. Since the captain had a purpose in front of him in his life now, he has started finding different ways and means to stay alive. For example, he also knew that since he is imprisoned in a very small cell and he does not have any other means to make his brain active, to keep his brain in the best of its ability, he discovered new ways and means to keep himself active from a thinking perspective. So what did he do? What he did is he started learning and sharing a new art of communicating with fellow prisoners through tap messages. So what does it mean? So he has started conveying his messages with other people, with his neighboring prisoners, by tapping on the wall. For example, if he had to say I am happy, he knew how many times he is going to tap so that he can convey the message of I, then M, and happy, HAPPY. For example, friends, when they were supposed to convey a letter, say B, to fellow prisoners, you can see that letter B here is in row number 1 and column number 2. So all that they were supposed to do to convey the letter B to fellow prisoners was to tap once, then space, and tap twice, like this. Now this means letter B, and that way they could convey not only letter but a full sentence to fellow prisoners. Now what happened is that they became creative, they started putting their mind and brain to use, and they also started being in touch with people, which also started giving them a message that they were not alone. Now just see, friends, what's happening here. Once you are driven by a purpose, all your hidden talents and faculties become alive, and you find yourself completely transformed and taken to a new world which is full of potential, possibilities, and great things in life. After all, this is what the great Maharshi Patanjali had once said. And this became a fun. Can you imagine, friends, what's happening here? People who have got a purpose to achieve something in life, in this case to survive and get out of this prison and get united with his family and friends and the country. The person starts discovering new ways and means in a very creative manner to do things which will make him achieve his goal. And yes, by now we all know for sure that Captain Gerald Coffee did achieve all his goals. He has spent full 7 years in one of the most dangerous prisons, Huala, in the city of Hanoi in Vietnam, and today he is one of the most inspiring personalities across the world. And he has also written books which are read by millions of people to discover the meaning of purpose and hope in life. So friends, which are the messages which you have learned today? Let's have a recapitulation before we close the story today.